Hi everyone, welcome back to English Achieve. Take a deep breath with me. Inhale and exhale. Feels good, doesn't it? Sometimes the world gets so loud that our minds forget what peace even sounds like. We wake up tired, go through the motions, scroll endlessly, and wonder why our hearts feel heavy, even when everything seems okay. In this video, we're going to do something truly special. We're going to explore how to relax your mind, not just for a few fleeting moments, but in a way that helps you discover real, deep calm. Let's begin this journey together because you deserve to feel light, free, and at peace again. Calm 1. The power of a pause. The first and most important step to relaxing your mind is to simply pause. Not to quit your responsibilities, not to escape from life, but to allow yourself a moment of stillness. A moment to breathe, to notice, and to simply be. In our fast-paced world, we are constantly moving, thinking, and reacting. We fill our days with endless tasks, obligations, and distractions, rarely giving ourselves the gift of silence. Yet, within that tiny pause lies incredible power. It is in the space between your thoughts, between your actions, that true awareness begins to emerge. When life feels overwhelming, when your mind spins faster than you can keep up with, take just 60 seconds to stop. Step away from your phone, pause your work, and let the noise fade for a brief moment. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Notice how it flows in and out, steady and reliable, silently carrying you through every experience. Your breath has been with you through every joy and every sorrow. It knows the rhythm of your heart and can guide you back to a sense of calm if only you allow yourself to follow it. During this pause, you may notice thoughts arising. Memories, worries, or plans for tomorrow. That's okay. Don't judge them or push them away. Simply observe them and let them pass, returning your attention gently to the rhythm of your breath. Sometimes, the deepest peace is not found by doing more or achieving more. It is found in allowing yourself to stop, even for just a single moment. This small act of pausing is not a sign of weakness, but a practice of strength. It reconnects you with your inner self and reminds you that calm and clarity are always within reach, waiting patiently in the quiet spaces of your mind. Calm 2. Breathe like you mean it. Breathing is much more than just a basic life function. It is a profound language, a subtle way your body communicates with your mind. Every inhale and exhale carries meaning, yet most of us move through life without truly noticing it. When you are anxious, stressed, or overwhelmed, your breath becomes shallow and hurried, mirroring the racing thoughts in your head. Conversely, when you are calm, your breath naturally deepens and flows in a steady rhythm, bringing a sense of ease to your entire being. Learning to breathe consciously is one of the simplest yet most powerful tools to relax your mind and restore balance in your life. To begin, find a comfortable position. Sit or lie down and take a slow, deliberate inhale through your nose. Feel the air fill your lungs, expand your chest, and soften your belly. Hold it gently for 4 seconds, letting your body absorb the life force flowing within. Then, exhale softly through your mouth, releasing tension and letting go of anything that no longer serves you. Repeat this process 3 times, fully immersing yourself in the rhythm of your breath. As you do, notice how your shoulders drop, your heartbeat slows, and your thoughts soften, as if each exhale washes away a layer of stress. Breathing is the most natural reset button you possess, always available to you, no matter where you are or what is happening around you. It is a bridge between your mind and body, a reminder that you are alive and present. By consciously connecting with your breath, you create a sanctuary of calm within yourself, a space where clarity and peace can flourish. So, take a moment, breathe deeply, and allow yourself to feel the quiet power that lies in every mindful inhale and exhale. Let your breath be your anchor, your guide, and your source of inner calm. Calm 3. Let go of control. One of the biggest reasons our minds feel restless and anxious is because we are constantly trying to control everything. We want to predict every outcome, manage every situation, and influence every opinion. We carry the weight of possibilities on our shoulders, thinking that if we just push hard enough, life will align perfectly with our plans. But this endless striving does not bring peace. Instead, it binds our minds in tension and uncertainty. True calm cannot be found in control. It emerges when we learn to trust. Trust begins with believing that you are doing your best. Life does not demand perfection, only effort and presence. When you release the need to micromanage every detail, you give yourself permission to simply exist, to breathe, and to experience life without constant pressure. Trust also means recognizing that not everything needs to happen immediately. Sometimes the universe moves at its own pace, and forcing outcomes only creates resistance and stress. By allowing events to unfold naturally, you create a mental space where clarity and serenity can thrive. Letting go of control is not giving up. It is embracing freedom. It is the understanding that life is bigger than any single plan or worry you carry. It is the recognition that you are capable, resilient, and guided, even when you cannot see the full path ahead. When you surrender the illusion of control, your mind begins to soften. You feel lighter, freer, and more present. You discover the beauty of simply being, without the constant need to manage or fix everything. Peace lives not in the hands of effort, but in the heart of trust. When you let go, you are not losing power. You are gaining the most powerful gift of all: inner calm. Calm 4. The art of stillness. Stillness is often misunderstood. In a world that praises constant activity, multitasking, and productivity, pausing for a moment can feel uncomfortable or even lazy. But stillness is far from laziness. It is a profound act of strength. When you allow yourself to be still, you give your mind the space it needs to settle. Thoughts that once seemed overwhelming begin to drift gently, like dust particles illuminated in a ray of sunlight. In this quiet space, clarity emerges, and you start to see things as they truly are, not through the fog of stress and busyness. To practice stillness, dedicate at least 10 minutes each day to simply sitting quietly. Choose a place where you feel safe and comfortable. Turn off your phone, silence notifications, and step away from the noise of your environment. Do not fill this time with music, podcasts, or guided meditations, though they can be helpful at other times. For now, allow yourself to sit with nothing but the gentle hum of existence. Focus on your breath. Notice the sensations in your body, and observe your thoughts as they pass without judgment. In this space of stillness, you may feel a range of emotions rise: restlessness, impatience, or even sadness. This is natural. Stillness does not demand that you push these feelings away. It simply invites you to witness them, to honor them, and then let them pass. Over time, practicing stillness strengthens your mind, calms your nervous system, and restores a sense of balance that speed and activity alone cannot provide. It is a sanctuary you carry within yourself, available at any moment, no matter how chaotic life becomes. Stillness heals what haste cannot. It reminds you that you do not always have to move, plan, or act to be productive or fulfilled. By embracing the art of stillness, you reconnect with your inner self, rediscover your clarity, and invite a sense of peace that lingers long after the quiet moment ends. In stillness, you find strength, serenity, and the gentle power of simply being. Calm 5. Gratitude. The quiet miracle. Gratitude is a quiet yet powerful practice that has the ability to transform your life. It turns ordinary moments into blessings, revealing the beauty and meaning hidden in the simplest experiences. When your mind is racing, overwhelmed by tasks, worries, or uncertainties, taking a moment to focus on what you are grateful for can act like a gentle reset button. Gratitude does not erase the challenges or difficulties you face, but it changes the way you carry them. It shifts your perspective, allowing you to notice the abundance and positivity that often goes unseen in the rush of daily life. Begin with something small. Look for one thing to be grateful for right now. It could be the soft morning light falling on your face, a reminder that a new day has begun. It could be the laughter of someone you love, echoing in your mind and warming your heart. It could simply be the fact that you are alive, breathing, and capable of experiencing the world around you. These seemingly minor details, when recognized and appreciated, have the power to calm a restless mind and center your spirit. Gratitude is not about pretending that everything is perfect or that stress does not exist. It is about choosing to notice the good, even amidst chaos. It is a quiet miracle that reshapes your inner world, making your heart lighter and your thoughts calmer. By regularly practicing gratitude, you cultivate a mental environment where peace, contentment, and joy can flourish. It becomes easier to face challenges with patience and clarity because your mind is anchored in appreciation rather than fear or frustration. A grateful heart is a calm heart. When you intentionally pause to acknowledge the blessings around and within you, you invite serenity into your life. Gratitude allows you to step out of the whirlwind of endless thinking and into a space of calm awareness, where life feels richer, softer, and more meaningful. It is a practice that reminds you, time and again, that peace is always available. Sometimes all it takes is noticing and appreciating the simple miracles already present in your life. Calm 6. Disconnect to reconnect. We live in a world that never stops talking. Every day, our minds are bombarded with endless noise, notifications pinging on our phones, opinions flooding social media, news updates demanding our attention, and countless streams of information pulling us in every direction. It's easy to forget that amidst all this chatter, there is a quieter, deeper world waiting to be experienced. One where your mind can rest, your spirit can recharge, and your true self can be heard. Sometimes, the most powerful way to relax your mind is simply to unplug from everything that does not nourish your soul. Start small. Put your phone down. Step outside, even if just for a few minutes, and give yourself permission to listen. Hear the birds calling to one another, the gentle rustle of leaves in the wind, or the soft patter of rain against the ground. These sounds, natural and unhurried, have the power to calm the racing thoughts in your mind. By disconnecting from the constant digital hum, you create a space where your mind can breathe, where your heart can settle, and where your inner voice can finally be heard. When you step away from the world's distractions, you reconnect with yourself. You notice the rhythm of your own breath, the rise and fall of your chest, and the subtle sensations of being alive. You become aware of your thoughts without being controlled by them, and you start to recognize what truly matters to you. This connection to yourself is the foundation of inner peace. It reminds you that while the world may demand attention, you always have the power to choose calm, to step back, and to prioritize your own well-being. Disconnecting is not about avoiding life. It is about reconnecting with it in a more meaningful way. It allows you to return to your tasks, relationships, and goals with a clearer mind, a calmer heart, and renewed energy. Peace begins when you take this intentional step away from noise, giving yourself the gift of quiet, presence, and self-awareness. In this quiet space, your mind finds rest, and your soul remembers its natural state of calm. Calm 7. The power of nature. Nature has a rhythm all its own, gentle, unhurried, and timeless. Unlike the fast-paced world we live in, nature moves according to its own cycles, patiently and steadily. When you spend time in nature, you begin to reconnect with this rhythm, and in doing so, you remember your own natural flow. There is something deeply grounding about witnessing the world unfold at its own pace, reminding you that life does not always need to be rushed or forced. Simply observing the calm persistence of the natural world can teach your mind to slow down, to breathe, and to trust in the unfolding of life. Try walking barefoot on the grass and feel the earth beneath your feet. Notice the texture, the coolness, and the subtle vibrations as you move. Allow yourself to pause and watch a sunset without the need to capture it through a screen. Let your eyes take in the changing colors, the fading light, and the stillness that comes with it. Listen to the sound of rain as it falls, without rushing to find shelter. Notice the rhythm of the droplets, the way they nourish the earth, and the calm they bring to the air around you. Each of these experiences invites your mind to relax, grounding you in the present moment. Nature never hurries, yet everything gets done. Trees grow slowly but steadily, rivers carve paths over centuries, and seasons change with quiet precision. Let this truth sink into your mind. Life does not need to be forced. You do not need to rush or control every outcome. By observing nature, you learn patience, acceptance, and the art of flowing with life rather than resisting it. The calm you experience in these moments is a reflection of the natural order of the world, a rhythm that exists both outside and within you. Spending time in nature is not just a leisure activity. It is a practice of inner restoration. It reconnects you with your own heartbeat, your own pace, and your own sense of peace. In the gentle presence of the natural world, your mind relaxes, your thoughts soften, and your spirit is quietly reminded of the simple, profound beauty of just being. Calm 8. Silence your inner critic. Many of us carry a constant chatter in our minds, and often, it's not the world outside that makes our thoughts so loud. It's the voice within. That inner critic whispers relentlessly, pointing out what we perceive as flaws, shortcomings, or mistakes. It says, "You're not enough. You should be doing more. You're failing somewhere." This voice can be exhausting, draining, and even paralyzing, leaving our minds in a constant state of tension. Yet, the first step toward true relaxation is recognizing that this voice is not the ultimate authority. You have the power to respond differently, to challenge the negativity, and to choose kindness over criticism. Understand this truth. You are enough just as you are. You are worthy of love, peace, and happiness. You are doing your best in every moment, even if it doesn't always feel perfect or meet every expectation. When you embrace this understanding, you give yourself permission to stop fighting yourself. Relaxation begins the moment you decide to speak kindly to your mind, to offer encouragement rather than judgment, and to acknowledge your efforts instead of dwelling on perceived failures. Being your own friend instead of your enemy is a practice, and it requires patience. You can start small by noticing the tone of your thoughts and gently correcting negativity with supportive words. For example, when the inner critic says, "You can't handle this," respond with, "I am doing my best, and that is enough for now." Gradually, this practice rewires your mind, shifting it from harsh self-judgment to compassionate self-awareness. Silencing your inner critic does not mean ignoring growth or ambition. It means approaching yourself with empathy while still striving to improve. It means creating a mental environment where calm and clarity can thrive, rather than fear and self-doubt. When you choose to nurture your mind with kindness and encouragement, you open the door to inner peace. The calmer your inner dialogue, the lighter your thoughts become, and the more your true self, capable, worthy, and strong, can shine through. Calm 9. Forgive and free yourself. Holding on to resentment is like holding your breath. It weighs heavily on your mind, suffocating your inner peace and clouding your heart with unnecessary tension. Every grievance, every lingering hurt, acts like a stone in the depths of your consciousness, keeping you from experiencing true calm. Forgiveness is often misunderstood as excusing someone else's behavior or pretending that harm never occurred. In reality, forgiveness is not about the other person at all. It is about freeing yourself from the emotional chains that keep you trapped in pain and negativity. It is a gift you give to your own mind and soul, allowing your energy to flow freely once more. To forgive is to release. It is to acknowledge the hurt, accept that it happened, and then let it go without resentment or judgment. This process can apply both to others and to yourself. Perhaps you are carrying guilt, shame, or self-blame for mistakes you've made. Forgive yourself. Recognize that you are human, learning, and growing, and that holding on to past errors only prolongs suffering. Forgive others, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Your mental and emotional freedom depends on it. Releasing this heavy energy creates space for calm, clarity, and lightness. As you let go of resentment, you may notice your thoughts slowing, your heart softening, and your awareness expanding. You start to realize that forgiveness is not a single act. It is a practice, a choice you make over and over, especially when old wounds resurface. With each act of forgiveness, you reclaim a part of your mind and spirit that was previously occupied by negativity, replacing it with understanding, compassion, and serenity. Remember, forgiveness does not change the past, but it transforms your present. It allows you to breathe deeply again, unencumbered by anger or regret. When you forgive, you free yourself, and your mind becomes lighter, calmer, and more open to the joys and possibilities of life. True peace begins when you release the burden of resentment and choose to live with a heart unbound. Calm 10. Simplify your life. Clutter, whether physical or mental, is one of the quietest yet most persistent stressors in our lives. It creeps into our homes, our schedules, and our thoughts, filling every space with unnecessary weight and distraction. When your surroundings and mind are crowded, your ability to focus, relax, and feel at peace diminishes. Simplifying your life is not about depriving yourself or giving up on important goals. It is about creating room for clarity, calm, and intentional living. By decluttering your environment, your calendar, and your thoughts, you invite serenity and mental ease into your daily life. Start with your physical space. Look around your home, your workspace, or even your car. Are there items you no longer use, wear, or enjoy? Are there objects that create distraction rather than comfort? Begin letting them go, knowing that simplifying your environment is not about losing anything, but about gaining space for what truly matters. A clear, organized space naturally supports a clear, organized mind. Next, examine your schedule. Are you overcommitted, constantly rushing from one task to another, with no time to breathe? Simplify by saying no to obligations that do not serve your growth, peace, or well-being. Prioritize activities that bring value, joy, and calm to your life, and release the rest. Your time is precious, and protecting it is essential for a peaceful mind. Finally, declutter your thoughts. Notice the repetitive worries, doubts, and unnecessary mental noise that occupy your mind. Ask yourself, does this add peace to my life, or does it create tension? If it does not serve you, let it go. Journaling, meditation, or mindful reflection can help you release these burdens, allowing your mind to rest. A simple life creates space for a peaceful mind. By removing what is unnecessary, whether objects, obligations, or mental clutter, you invite calm, clarity, and focus into your daily existence. Simplification is not a one-time act, but a continuous practice, a conscious choice to prioritize peace and well-being. The lighter your life becomes, the easier it is to cultivate inner tranquility, presence, and true contentment. Calm 11. Meditation. Meeting yourself. Meditation is often misunderstood as a practice meant to empty the mind, to stop thinking entirely, or to achieve some instant state of perfection. In reality, meditation is not about erasing your thoughts, but about understanding them, observing them, and learning to relate to them differently. When you take a few quiet moments each day to sit with yourself, free from distractions, you create a space in which your mind can slow down and your awareness can expand. In this stillness, you begin to notice a remarkable truth. You are not your thoughts. Your thoughts come and go like clouds passing across the sky, but the sky itself remains vast, calm, and unchanging. You are the awareness behind the thoughts, the silent observer that witnesses everything without judgment. This awareness, the calm observer, is your true self. It is not defined by worries about the past, fears about the future, or fleeting emotions that rise and fall throughout the day. The more time you spend connecting with this inner observer, the more your mind naturally relaxes. Anxiety softens, racing thoughts slow, and a deep sense of clarity emerges. Even just 5 minutes of daily meditation can begin to change how you experience everything. Over time, your mind learns to respond to challenges with calm rather than reactivity, to focus with clarity rather than distraction, and to approach life with a steady, grounded presence. Meditation is not about achieving a perfect state of silence. It is about meeting yourself fully, with all your thoughts, emotions, and sensations, and observing them without resistance. This practice cultivates patience, self-awareness, and a sense of inner peace that is not dependent on external circumstances. By sitting quietly and observing your mind, you reconnect with your true self, the part of you that is always present, always steady, and always at peace. Meditation teaches that calm is not something to chase. It is something you already possess, waiting patiently for you to notice it. Calm 12. Self-care is not selfish. Many of us grow up with the idea that resting, slowing down, or taking time for ourselves is somehow indulgent or undeserved. We carry guilt for pausing, thinking that peace and relaxation must be earned through endless effort and productivity. We convince ourselves that there is always something more important to do, someone else who needs us, or a responsibility that cannot wait. But the truth is simple. You do not need to earn or deserve rest. What you need is to allow it, to consciously give yourself permission to slow down, recharge, and nurture your mind, body, and soul. Self-care is more than occasional pampering. It is a deliberate practice of honoring your own needs. Take that nap when your body cries out for sleep. Drink your tea or coffee slowly, noticing the warmth, taste, and comfort it brings. Set boundaries and say no to commitments or people that drain your energy. Each act of self-care, no matter how small, is a declaration that your well-being matters. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If your mind, body, and spirit are depleted, you cannot give fully to others or navigate life's challenges effectively. Self-care restores balance, refreshes clarity, and strengthens resilience. Remember, self-care is not selfish, it is sacred. It is a form of respect for yourself, a recognition that your life and your energy have value. When you prioritize your well-being, you cultivate a mind and heart that are more patient, more present, and more capable of kindness, both toward yourself and toward others. By nurturing yourself, you create a foundation for living fully, creatively, and peacefully. Self-care is a practice that requires intention and consistency. It asks you to listen to your body, honor your emotions, and protect your mental space. It is not a luxury, but a necessity. When you embrace this truth, the act of caring for yourself becomes a source of strength and calm, reminding you that peace, clarity, and balance begin from within. Calm 13. Let life flow. Imagine a river. It does not fight the rocks that appear in its path, nor does it struggle against the bends and turns it must navigate. Instead, the water flows gracefully around obstacles, adapting effortlessly while continuing its journey toward the ocean. Your life is very much like this river. Many of us spend far too much time resisting challenges, controlling outcomes, and trying to force situations to match our expectations. This resistance creates tension, anxiety, and exhaustion in the mind. When we learn to flow with life rather than against it, we give ourselves the gift of calm, clarity, and resilience. Letting life flow does not mean giving up, being passive, or avoiding responsibility. It means understanding that not everything is within your control, and that attempting to control what cannot be controlled only creates stress. By practicing flexibility, you allow experiences, people, and circumstances to unfold naturally. Accept that there will be obstacles, unexpected challenges, disappointments, and delays. But rather than fighting them, meet them with openness and adaptability. Observe, learn, and continue moving forward. Let things come and let things go, just as a river receives rain, moves past rocks, and carries fallen leaves along its current. Being like water is a profound lesson in calmness and perseverance. Water is flexible yet unstoppable. It adjusts, it adapts, it finds a way without losing its essence. Similarly, when you allow your mind to flow, it releases the tight grip of worry, tension, and fear. Thoughts that once felt heavy drift away, and you begin to notice the natural rhythm of life. Your mind becomes lighter, your heart feels freer, and your spirit grows resilient. Flowing with life teaches patience, acceptance, and trust. It reminds you that peace is not about forcing outcomes, but about embracing the journey, no matter where it leads. When you move with life rather than against it, your mind naturally relaxes, and you discover the effortless strength and calm that exist within you. In this flow, you become like water, graceful, adaptable, and unstoppable. Calm 14. Choose peace every day. Peace is not a destination you arrive at once, nor is it a place you find after checking off certain goals or achieving particular milestones. True peace is a conscious choice, one that you make again and again, moment by moment. Life is full of circumstances that can disturb your mind, racing thoughts, painful emotions, or uncertainty about the future. In each of these moments, you have the power to decide how you will respond. Will you allow fear, frustration, or anger to take over? Or will you choose calm, clarity, and inner stillness? Choosing peace is a daily practice, a commitment to nurture your mental and emotional well-being, regardless of what is happening around you. When your thoughts race uncontrollably, take a deep breath and remind yourself that you have a choice. You can feed the anxiety, or you can let it pass and return to the present moment. When you are hurt, by others or by circumstances, pause and choose to respond from a place of peace rather than reaction. Allow yourself to feel the emotion, but do not let it dictate your inner state. Even in times of uncertainty, when life feels unpredictable and overwhelming, peace remains available. You simply need to turn toward it intentionally, cultivating calm through awareness, breathing, and gentle self-compassion. Every moment in life presents you with two options: to react or to relax. Reacting often leads to tension, stress, and fatigue, while choosing to relax creates clarity, resilience, and balance. Peace is not passive. It is an active choice that strengthens your mind and nurtures your soul. When you consistently choose peace, you are also choosing yourself. You are valuing your well-being, honoring your inner needs, and reclaiming control over your mental and emotional state. Choosing peace each day may seem small, but its effects are profound. It transforms how you experience challenges, how you relate to others, and how you live your life. By consciously deciding to relax, to let go, and to embrace calm, you cultivate a mind that is steady, a heart that is gentle, and a life that is centered. Peace is a choice, and it begins with you. Make that choice today and every day thereafter. Conclusion: the calm within you. Take another deep breath with me. Inhale slowly, filling your lungs completely, and exhale gently, releasing all the tension you've been holding. Allow yourself to feel this simple, natural rhythm, the gentle reminder that you are alive and present. As we come to the close of this journey, remember one important truth. You do not need to escape your life to find peace. Peace is not something you acquire by running away from your responsibilities or avoiding the challenges around you. True calm begins when you return home to yourself. When you turn inward and listen to the quiet voice that has always been there, patiently waiting for your attention. Peace is not somewhere out there waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect place, or the perfect circumstances. It is already within you, nestled quietly beneath the noise, the stress, and the chaos of daily life. All you need to do is notice it, nurture it, and allow it to grow. Each moment you pause, breathe, and center yourself, you reconnect with this inner calm, strengthening it and making it more resilient to the challenges of life. By practicing mindfulness, gratitude, forgiveness, self-care, and the other calming techniques we've explored, you are giving yourself the gift of a mind that is lighter, clearer, and more peaceful. Thank you for being here with me today, for taking the time to focus on yourself, and for allowing these words to guide you toward a calmer, more grounded state. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who may need it, because the gift of peace grows when it is shared. Until we meet again, continue to breathe deeply, live mindfully, and carry this calm within you. Stay peaceful, stay grounded, and keep your English achieved.